Hello and welcome back again. We are ready for some Div One action. Um, Sorry about the wait. We're actually going to jump in right now because they are ready. So we have got a Div One scrap at the top. We've got Epos and Pusztitopako, followed by Niko and Sam. That's just who is playing. So Epos has banned Galifo, and then we've got Pushti picking Ruby, Niko picking Perseverance, and Sam picking Miata, which gives us the map order of Ruby at the start, then Perseverance, then Miata, and then Meltdown. We are seeing the map order screen. Okay, it's disappearing again. It doesn't matter.
I'm trying to
So
figure out the overlay here. My bad.
that's all right. It's okay. We'll get there in the end. But yes, we are starting off on Ruby, the red map. And sorry about the rush. We overlooked
We're
him.
going straight
We are
to
also joined
Ruby.
this time around by the one and only Orion. Hello.
Hello, yes, I am joining you guys to cast some BWL action, some BITM BWL action, following Epos, who has been on quite the tear recently in the tournament. Boz is currently in first place with 11 points. Reminder, it's a maximum of 12 per match, so Boz near perfect in both playdays 1 and 2. Epos 11 points in week 1 and 10 points in week 2, but just to even get those kind of bonus points while still winning the match is pretty impressive. So Boz and Epos firmly at the top. You then have Elcon, who was beaten last week by Epos. And then you would probably want to say that Pusztitopako is going to be the biggest threat to Epos. But he is currently in 7th place. Had a pretty shaky week 1, only bringing home 4 points. But 9 points in week 2 has put him firmly in the top half of the table.
Yeah, he had a little shaky game. I think he's one of those players who everyone knows that he is rapid, like really fast, and he could just clean sweep the entire thing if there wasn't someone like Epos to stop him. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. I think they're the two who are possibly, well, almost certainly the ones who could win the entire thing out of the players that we've got today. It would take a bit of a Herculean effort from Pusztitopako to get back up there, as he does sit a few points behind the top 4, I believe. But yeah, we could be in for a real thriller here. And then we've got, I think, Niko and Sam. I think Sam's a bit further down, maybe around about 12.
Sam is plumb last, yeah.
He's last at the moment. Okay.
Yep.
And then we've got Niko sat around mid-table, 10th-ish, I believe.
Yeah, 9th.
9th. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be just trying to get as many points as they possibly can for them. To try and not be last. Everyone that I've interviewed for this seems to just have the opinion that my only goal was to get into Div 1 and then not be last. So it's just playing for honour. But no, I think we're going to be in for a good one. We will see whether Epos comes straight out the gate and tries to get those match record points, because they do seem to make quite a lot of difference to the overall standings. So, right, I believe it's been a while since you've actually casted Trackmania. What was the last thing that you were involved with?
Last time would have been for Wild, actually. Trackmania World Tour.
Right, okay.
It was their match against the name of the Epos's team, who I can't remember, funnily enough.
Oh, Robbers. Then Split, yeah.
Split, that was it, yeah. That was a crazy match. So yeah, that was the last Trackmania casting I did. Haven't done any British Irish TM in a while. Still waiting on BIPL3 announcement, which might not be too far around the corner. I don't actually know, by the way. I'm not leaking anything, but it might not be too far around the corner after the closing of Beacon World League.
Hopefully
but we
not.
do have the main protagonists of BIPL playing. We have Boz, Epos, and Wizzy. Boz currently first, Epos currently second, Wizzy in 8th at the moment. So yeah, BITM talent on show, but we've finished our warm-up. This match is going to get underway. Epos, I think, is definitely the one to watch here, because like his matches so far finished. The first match against Elcon had 39 points to his name, and against Barbos and the Binks, 32 points, which is kind of mad, really. Just shows the
Yeah.
consistency and pace that he's able to put up in rounds. But we've come to expect no less from him.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
just shows up to the big games.
I just
So
want to interrupt there. Just as we have started that round, Bozbaz has come in with a new division record of 110.8.
okay, something to compare. So has he got that on his first round in his game as well? Knowing Boz, probably.
Must be.
Yeah, okay, so that gives us something to compare Epos's pace against. Or is it a 110.08?
Yeah, 110.08.2.
Okay. We'll see how Epos does. But yeah, I mean, as I was saying, yeah, Epos is one of those players who just seems to show up to all of the big games and just does not feel any sort of pressure. So a bit of a warm up here from Epos with a 110.8.
And
A 110.8.55. So again, just straight out the gate,
Yeah.
nearly at the division record.
very close to the
By
division
Boz.
record of 0.802, and he's after driving an 855. So it's going to be an exciting game, lads. I think.
Yeah, are we going to see a 0.7 in game?
I'm also interested to see battle for second because Pushti last week did not have the best week. Only was able to get 4 points, which I believe is a third place and no fastest laps. And Niko as well might just feel that he can actually pit Pushti here if he doesn't have the best week, because on a good day you would maybe expect Pushti to be challenging Epos, but on a bad day Niko, I think, could definitely be a dark horse to look out for. We haven't talked much about Sam. He is currently last place, so we can keep an eye on him and see if he's improved. I mean, currently in second with Niko, so maybe another dark horse to look out for. But so far, 2 fourth places in a row has put him at the bottom of the table.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Div 1 is that it doesn't. Everyone could win. Like, I mean, Sam sits currently in last in the table, but he actually, I think he's seeded around about 10th or 11th. So that the level is so high that, I mean, any player here could, in theory, win any round, and therefore the game. Although it seems like Epos does have a monopoly on winning rounds at the moment, and Pushti off to a bit of a rough start, picks up a last place there. Sorry, picks up a third place there. Or was it last? I missed it. But yeah, he finds himself down in third in overall rankings currently, and Epos still sat on 100 points as we move into this third round.
What do you think, Doc? Could we see another 4 rounds, 4 wins here on Ruby in this game as well?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, he looks very comfortable. I mean, just through this first sector here, he just seems to consistently be 0.1, 0.2 ahead of everyone else, without really looking like he's breaking a sweat. So we will see. We'll see if we can curse him.
Niko keeps going around that corner, loses a couple of tenths. Put on with Sam here and see how he's doing. He's contesting second place with Pushti here anyway, so
yeah, he's holding his own.
As Orion was saying, he's maybe a dark horse, one to look out for. He could take a couple of points off some people here.
Or as we see,
a bit of a slide out from Pushti there, but Epos is just streaking away. Pushti is going to be pushed back into third place because of that small little understeery moment before the pull, and Sam into second. Niko with a much bigger mistake, going to be all the way back in fourth. Epos with another 110, getting so close to that Division 1 record. And I mean, we're talking about curses. I was going to say that, like, Epos is just one of those players that doesn't really tend to make big mistakes. Like, he'll have slow rounds, but the consistency is insane as well. Like, he very, very rarely crashes. The only time I've seen him really make mistakes like that is under, like, extreme pressure. For example, like the last couple of rounds of BIPC2 against Boz. I think he made back-to-back mistakes at the last turn, which ultimately cost him that title. But when he's vibing, like, I don't know if you guys can remember back to when he was playing on stage against Wild. Had the music on, was just head bopping, vibing, and putting in absolutely insane times. So that is the Epos that we know and love. And once again, on the main stage, he is proving to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, he's one of those players where just pressure doesn't really seem to affect him too much at all. Yeah, just always seems to just be laughing and joking. Yeah, we'll see whether that pays off for him in this round. As again, he's got a 0.2 lead coming into this final sector, and I think he's going to pick up another round win here, and that will be all 4 rounds with another 110.
I think they were
Very
all
nicely
sub
done.
110. Sorry,
sub
sub 111.
111, yes. We're good at maths here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was a little bit concerned for Epos. He says that his pre-game ritual, sort of when he's actually in the server, is to drive around on stadium grass for the entire warm-up, just to like clear your head and get ready for the game. And then all of these maps are in the void. So yes, I was concerned for his pre-match ritual, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him at all. And we're moving into Perseverance here. I think this is the Roxy map. Also known as the green one.
It is green, yeah.
Not sure who it is who's got the record on this one, actually.
World record is Epos, and division record is also Epos.
Ah,
Shock.
okay. Shock horror. Yeah.
Who could have guessed?
So this is Niko's pick. So we could see Niko here, who currently sits in last place. We could see him making a charge up into second, or sort of making an attempt to claw back some points here. So yeah, it's all quite close down at the bottom. Niko on 69, Puszti on 72, Sam on 75, and then a 25-point jump up to where Epos is sat on 100 points. A perfect record so far, but yes, we'll see if that
You do
can
say
be
that.
maintained.
I don't know whether you saw, but I think he got the fattest nose slide and just went the complete opposite direction. I thought for a second that the map maybe had like 2 routes, like an alternative route that you could go, and I was like, oh, Epos has just gone this way. It must be like a riskier way. No, just got the biggest nose slide that I've ever seen, and when it was like the Fast and Furious thing, you know, where the cars just split apart. I don't know if anyone caught that, but yeah, it was pretty incredible. But that is going to be... Wait. Oh, it's a warm-up.
It's a warm-up, yeah.
Man.
Classic.
Why do I do this to myself?
There, we had 3 DNFs.
Yeah, I was like, wait, Epos was last. 3 players of DNF. What's going on? I was about to lose my shit.
So we go into the first round here.
Round 1.
This is the first round, guys. We all knew that.
Epos is currently in first. Everyone pushes that first dirt section nicely, but it seems like Epos just gets more speed out of that. And Puszti gets much more speed than the 2 French players and catapults himself up into second here.
Yeah, everyone seems to be pretty close. Only 0.2 splitting everyone up, halfway into the map. It looks like we might see some good battles on this map for good positions. At least I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, hopefully. As we see, again, Epos 0.2 ahead of everyone else, who is clumped together. 0.3 ahead of everyone else. But Puszti makes a bit of a push here to get ahead of 3rd and 4th place. Try and cement that second position. So he needs every point he can get here. He finds himself 28 points behind Epos. Epos just makes it into the finish. It's a very scary finish.
That was only 400ths away from his own division record.
It genuinely looks like wizardry from Epos, because I'm spectating Puszti here, who, if you just isolated him and watched him drive that run, looks perfect. And somehow Epos finishes 4/10 ahead. Like I'm watching Puszti as well, literally in the wheel tracks of Epos, and somehow Epos is just eking out time at every corner. Puszti making a bigger mistake this time, so it's now a 3-horse race, but Epos already a little bit in front. Has to release there, though. I don't know if he clipped. I think it was a tactical release, so it's going to put him back into 3rd place. Niko, as you said, on his pick, probably looking to try and get some round wins here. possibly even set the fastest time as well. But actually, with that last round time from Epos, probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, unless he sets like he's going to need to set a new division record here, I think, to take the match record, because there's only 400s between the division record and match record. It's going to be tough to wiggle into that little space.
I mean, he might be feeling that he's done enough to get the match record point, and then just call it a day there, take it a little bit safer.
Sam clips there and allowing Epos to take back second place. But looks like Niko is taking the round win.
Or did Sam have to go safe in the end? Or did he miss the thing?
Yeah,
Sam crashed.
He clipped a couple of corners before the end.
It's unfortunate for Sam. I think that drops him down into last place. He'll be trying to get anything but last here as he sits 16th in the standings overall.
Those were the first points that Epos has dropped, by the way, and it was a minimum of 4.
Yeah.
He'll not be happy with that, though. The clean sweep dream is dead, unfortunately.
His first round that he didn't win was 6 rounds into the game.
Oh,
big release.
Looks like he clipped a little bit.
Very close to touching the wall there. I think he had to do a massive release. And he finds himself chasing down the pack here. Hot on the heels of Pusztito.
Yeah, it looks like Niko and Sam are up ahead, battling it out for first place, and Puszti and Epos are here battling for third place.
But, big touch from Epos
goes
though.
For the risky.
Can you even make this? Yeah, just about. Man, 2 mistakes. Well, yeah, 2 mistakes in 2 rounds from Epos. Not something we usually see from him. Not having the cleanest of maps. I mean, especially compared to that first one, didn't drop a single point, and he's now going to have dropped 14 in 2 rounds if there isn't a big mistake at the finish here from Puszti, who is pushing it, but just about makes it. So Epos, last place. That
doesn't make the risky.
Statistically, will be his only last place of... Oh, is he? Oh, he has made it. Wicked. Yeah, that will statistically probably be his only last place of the entire matchup, but he does seem to be struggling on this map more than others.
I think I've figured out what it is. He hasn't got the anime skin that he had on last week.
Yeah, that's it, definitely.
Based.
He doesn't have the power of anime on his side. On to
it seems
round
to
4.
be that he struggles on sort of this first section. That's where a lot of the earlier mistakes have happened. Although he gets the dirt clean this time round. And the drift as well, right? He might be in the clear this time around. So we see Niko is chasing him down at 0.03 behind him. Sam sat about 0.15 behind, and Pusztitopako almost 0.2 behind. It's a 2-horse race here between Niko and Epos. Epos tries to go for the risky and get the regrip there on the black scenery. But Niko takes first place here, pushes that dirt a lot more, is going to get a bit more speed out of it. There's 0.07 between them. And Epos is in danger of getting caught up by Pusztitopako and Sam here as well. And I say that, and he makes his way into first.
Still
it's a
close,
classic
though.
Epos move.
Still close.
Yeah,
Puszti might have more exit speed here. Epos just about makes it. Wow. I was going to highlight Niko in that round, who was in first place for over half of it. And Niko as well, I would say, has benefited from his map pick. He's put a little bit of distance between himself and Sam and Puszti. Sam, 44 points, Puszti, 47. And I didn't quite catch Niko's there, but yeah, it seems that we already have decided our match winner, barring a complete capitulation from Epos. And it's going to be up to the other 3 to fight it out for 4th, 3rd, and 2nd.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is for someone to enter last chance and then just survive there as long as possible and just lead everyone else's points. It has been done.
Yes, yeah.
I suppose Epos would just be hoping that he's got enough of a point cushion to survive that. As we move into the Kerberos map here, Miata. I personally didn't see Epos play this last week. Don't think so. I'm not sure how well he performs on this. Division record and world record both held by Bosbears, although to be honest, I can't imagine that Epos is too far behind that. So we'll see what times he can set here as a benchmark for us to compare against, as we are in a warm up. So don't.
Yeah,
too
no,
excited.
I got it this time. I got it this time. These maps are sick, by the way. I hadn't actually watched the maps prior to coming on here. I probably should have, but I didn't. But yeah, the maps look awesome. And am I right in saying that was it Prof did all the scenery? Is that right? A lot of the scenery looks very
a lot of it.
similar.
That makes a lot of sense. It does.
It
Look
looks very
like
profy.
scenery.
I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it might be, yeah, because Prof is in the main stuff, sort of the head stuff for this.
Yeah.
I believe. And then I believe artistically, sort of in terms of videos and stuff, there's also, I believe it's Whiskey has done all the videos.
Yeah.
Whiskey and
I mean, the maps
Limits,
themselves
I
are awesome as
think.
well.
So,
Like
yeah.
as comp maps go.
Yeah, the visuals on everything are great, and also, yeah, like as you say, I was saying to Keen earlier, like the map quality is unbelievable,
Yeah.
and the difficulty of it, it sort of blends traditional comp style with sort of a TM World Tour level of
for sure
stuff, but without identities, thankfully.
So whose pick is this?
So this is Miata, which was picked by Sam, and then we'll have Meltdown as our final map, which is the random pick. Well, the random pick is the only remaining map, so a random pick of one. So yeah, this is Sam's pick. So we would hope to see him perform better than he has on some of the previous maps on this map. Although we are seeing, as expected, Epos out the front, and Pusztitopako in second. Although Pusztitopako perhaps underperforming compared to what a lot of people would be expecting from him. Currently sat in third place, only 3 points off last, with Niko currently occupying that second spot. Although Pushti does pick up a second place here, and a 110.178 from Epos here. So 0.4 behind the div record. So yeah, it could be warming up into this map.
Yeah, I mean, I think Epos could definitely drive at least a 0.7, if not more. Like the world record is a 0.6 by Boz, and division record is a 0.7. You know, we've seen Epos just drive crazy times before, and I expect him to do it again. Really.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Of all the
we
players to expect things from,
we might be at a point, or Epos might be at a point where he's starting to feel comfortable. Like he knows he's got the point cushion, can pretty much smell the victory. So might not be pushing as hard as he normally does. But then on the other hand, if you know Epos, he doesn't really ever stop pushing. Kind of the more that he pushes and the harder that he tries, the better he plays.
Yeah.
Which is just an insane quality to have. Wish I could have some of that in my limited competitive Trackmania experiences, but yeah, he's just built different, isn't he? Seeing Sam move up into second place here, though, on his pick, and for him it would be great to get some points under his belt. Might just be able to make the finish. Yeah, it was tight, but does get that second place. Pushti in third, and Niko in fourth, but it was close between them as well. So it's going to be a close fight once we get that first last chance. Who can hold on for the longest, I think, is going to be quite a highlight of this match.
Well, I mean, at the moment, we're on track for a triple last chance. There's 3 points between fourth and second currently. 33 for Sam and 36 for Pusztitopako. And then, well, we'll ignore Epos being on 86, but everyone else is very close. But it's just been a dominating performance from Epos so far. We'll see if... Oh, I say that, he's hit a pole.
The caster curse at it again.
Love it.
And then he's hit the wall there. Oh, God. So this is an opportunity for Sam on his pick here to try and pick up a win, try and stem the bleeding because he's currently sat in last place, try and not hemorrhage quite so many points. And he's doing well here, contesting with Niko for that first place. Seems like Niko gets slightly more speed out of there, but a lovely line through the dirt from Sam.
Yeah, Sam bleeding a bit of speed there, sliding a bit,
Oh, he
touches the
hits the
pole. It's
pole.
tiny little pixel clip, and again, Epos moves up into third now. Sam going from hero to zero. Top three now, Epos, Pushti, Niko. I think they're going to finish in that order, but Niko hits the
Oh my
finish.
God.
Sam, Niko actually made it in. I think he must have just reversed backwards. Sam was too far back to get back into that third place. That is a huge loss from Niko there. Pushti with a big first place as well. Epos dropping points again. He's only dropped 18 in the whole match so far. And I think only on 3 occasions. Yeah, it'd be 4-4, and so 2 second places in the last place. Every other round, first.
Yep. There's
Yeah,
no stopping him.
just typical Epos things, you know. Everybody else is down in the 30s and 20s, and he's still in 80, 82 points.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it.
He's quite good.
Yeah, that'd be.
He's an up and coming player. He's quite
Yeah,
good.
you might want to
You
look
might
out
have
for
heard
this
of
guy.
him.
You know, like being part of the BITM server, I understood that Epos was a good player, but I never really understood how good he was until World Tour, until World Cup. And
Yeah.
he really just proved that he is like part of this next generation of esports Trackmania players.
Yeah. Just
Definitely.
wait until BIPL, man. Honestly, it is ridiculous watching him dismantle some of the top players in the UK.
Yeah.
Also, I tell you what, I will use this as an opportunity. Pack, come race this guy.
Pack, do it, beat him.
Honestly, easier said than done.
I think
Epos is like.
I think if we saw an Epos versus Pack in BIPL now, that'd be the fight of the century.
Yeah.
In Trackmania terms, at least.
And plus Boz and Wizzy as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that would be the final. Let's be honest.
Yeah, if we got all 4 of those players in one game, that'd be the best.
It
game
would
of the
appear
season.
that the leaks have made it into the chat. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Epos isn't playing this season. BIPC though, hopefully we can snag Pack Boz and Wizzy and Epos in one game. That would be the dream final. I'd love to see that, but yeah, I'm fairly sure Epos isn't playing BIPL, unfortunately.
Well, congratulations to Bozbez on winning the next season of BIPL.
Niko, can we get another clueless in chat, please? I'm fairly sure Boss isn't playing either.
Really?
I think they're playing a duos tournament together.
Oh, okay.
I think. Obviously, nothing fully confirmed yet, and I don't want to speak for them. But yeah, Vinyo with another clueless in chat. I think I'm right.
All right, we definitely need to get Pack in now. Easy win for him.
Oh god, can you imagine? But I mean, congrats, Josh. On which that's the thing. Like Dan's been saying, like it's up for Josh now in BIPL. Like I think it could end up being a really good season if we don't have those two playing, because then you've got.
I mean, you can't forget about Acros either.
Yeah, you got Acros, Hendo.
Yeah, Hendo
Jaffa,
as well. Yeah.
Babs, Jordan unfortunately can't play. So it really throws it out there for anyone to win. But anyway, yeah, back to the Beacon World League. We are coming to the end of the warm-up here on Meltdown, the Mind map. And we could see someone enter last chance here. Everyone, apart from Epos, is within reach. A couple of duff rounds, and you could find yourself in last chance.
I think we're looking at a triple last chance situation here. I think the 3 players, Niko, Pushti, and Sam, they're all pretty similar in skill levels. I honestly would have put Paco above the other 2, but seeing his performance here, it seems like they're all a bit more equal than I originally thought. And of course,
yeah, he's failed to really make his mark on the game so far. Like you can tell, like through like 60% of the map, he is as fast as Epos, and then he just seems to make a couple of little mistakes that drop him down half a second, and then you're down with the other 2. Fighting for life at the bottom of the table, but he is contesting with Epos here up in first. It's a bit of back and forth between them.
should have more speed here, but doesn't quite catch up to Epos on the dirt and over the penalty sand. But they are neck and neck as we go into the final ice slide. Epos with a bit of a clip, might come back with more speed, but it's not going to matter. It's 400 over the line. But Pushti does take an important first place here. Sam with that big mistake on the ice 360, dropping 10 points. The first player to enter single digits. Niko on 14. So Pushti with that win has probably just about done enough to make sure that he's not going to be going on to last chance first. And staked his claim on that second place in the match.
Yeah, it was a good round for him there. Very nice with a 1:08.9, I believe. I think he possibly sat there thinking, that was a good round, but my match times are 0.7s, 0.6s, and I think we can see him in this round just turning the screw, just pulls ahead of the Pusztitopako and Sam here. 0.2 behind now, 0.3 for Sam. Only Niko can keep up with him in this round. And we'll see what happens as we come out of this Ice 360. As it could all change here.
Everyone makes it cleanly, though. Epos, the cleanest of the four. Sam not making the same mistake, but does seem to be the slowest out of the four players on this map. And with the last place here, we would be seeing him drop onto last chance as well.
Yeah,
let's see if anyone slides out on that
Pusztitopako
final
here in
ice
third.
slide.
But is he going to snipe
Second.
here?
Snipe
Second, yes.
And Epos takes match record as well. Only 500ths between the match record and his own div record. Which,
Yeah, I think that could have been a 0.6 there. I think he possibly went a little bit wide on that last ice slide.
Are we looking at a perfect 12 points here for Epos?
I think it's likely.
Potentially.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Probably, yeah. Oh, the dog's back again.
Because
How you get, dog? Go on.
I don't.
You're not a caster.
But yeah, no, I think it is it's likely that Epos will get the 12 points. Right now, he's just so far ahead of everybody else and has the 4 match records, so he'll get his 8 points for sure, and the extra 4 for the match records.
Ooh, Pushti there. I don't know if it was a touch or a release or just a bad outside dirt, but he's going to find himself in third place. Epos coming back after an earlier touch. And through the ice 360, should have more exit speed than Niko. Takes a tighter line as well. So it's Epos and Niko up the front of the field as we head into the second half of the map. Reactor turn,
like Sam
Epos
could survive.
eking out again. Sam could survive here, actually. Yeah, Pushti right at the back of the field, and there's only one ice slide left to go, so Pushti needs an insane ice turn. Is he going to get it? Is the question. Not quite. So Sam surviving. Pushti dropping down. Niko also surviving as well. Could have quite easily found himself on last chance there.
Epos is washed with a 109 flat, honestly.
Wait, what's record?
He was getting 108.7s.
Yeah.
108.7.
Oh, yeah.
108
Garbage, honestly. Sort it out, Epos.
Sam
Sam's
right
clipped right at the start.
I think we'll be saying goodbye to
No,
Sam
it's not.
Oh,
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No.
Hold your horses.
Niko gives
Sam
him a bit
is
of a
still in
lifeline
it.
there. Sam overtakes
Oh,
it to third. It looks
Niko's
like
having
he
real
might-
trouble.
He might eke out a third place here to stay in for one more round. And we'll be going back onto Ruby after this round. Fairly fortunate for Sam.
Very close there.
But yeah, so
That's-
far
I
looks like
don't-
Epos and Pushti are battling it out here on first place again.
It's not over for Sam. That's an awkward
Ooh,
line. He's going to
dodgy
not have
ice
much
there.
speed, but Niko touches the inside. I feel like Sam using 2 of his 9 lives in this round, and Niko saving him on both occasions.
Yeah, he's only got so much money in that PayPal account. He can't keep doing this. How long is he going to last for? So we see Epos again, possibly on a banger time here. 108.5. That is an absolute banger time. Jesus. New div record.
New div record.
And new match record. Holy. He's flying.
He's only a 10th away from his own world record on this map as well. I think Epos
We have a
is
double-
just in a league of his own.
Yeah. We
have a double
rotate
last chance,
back
by the way.
to- Oh, we
Don't know
do.
if you
Niko and Sam. We are back on Ruby, the Clem map, which was Pusztitopako's pick. And he is about to enter last chance here unless he wins. So
Yeah, the only way that triple last chance will
I don't
happen
think we'll
is
get a
if
triple last
Pushti
chance unless
wins and
Epos
Epos
loses.
finishes last. Yeah.
Fingers crossed we can get a triple last chance. But yeah, I don't think we'll see Epos
It'll
lose on
definitely
this
be
one.
exciting anyway.
Well, yeah.
And exciting games are what I live for.
Yeah. I mean, just the fact that Epos has got Pusztitopako down to, let's face it, probably last chance with 78 points remaining. One of his sort of people had him sort of picked out as one of the main contenders for the title at the start of the season, and Epos has just dispatched him. It's very impressive to see.
Do we know how Boz is getting on in the other match? Because if Epos gets a perfect 12 here and Boz gets 10, then I believe that they'll be equal on points
I will
going into the next match.
So I'm looking in the wrong division. Usually helps when I look at the right one. Boz 1. Oh no,
Like
wait, that was last
12
week.
points?
I am looking at the wrong week. Just ignore everything I'm saying currently until now. Boz has 1 anyway. So Boz picking up a first place with 15 points remaining. Ender picking up, well, he's currently in last chance. I believe that one's still ongoing. Azox unfortunately being eliminated. Taking up third place, Energize has unfortunately pulled out of the competition. So not too bad for Azox there to pick up 4 points anyway. But not sure who's currently got the match points, the match record points. Yeah, I can't quite tell yet. Anyway, back to this. We see Niko and Epos battling it out at the top. We see Sam at the rear of the pack, fighting out with Pusztitopako, trying to survive here.
I mean, we could see a triple last chance here. Sam overtakes for third and leaves Puszti in the dust. And coming into this final turn.
Oh, Sam's clipped inside.
What did he clip on there?
I have no idea.
I didn't even look. Maybe did he get airtime? He was right in the middle of the sausage block. That looks
I
so
think there's
weird.
a little. Is there not a little bit that sticks out? Oh, I'm trying to cam 7, but the round's changing. And that is Sam, unfortunately, eliminated. Was it
we
just
still have a
airtime?
double last chance?
Yeah, we went from double last chance to double last chance.
I mean, Niko had a solid round. So
Yeah, Niko looks relatively
Puszti
comfortable on this map.
could be in trouble here.
Yeah, needs to start living up to the expectations that people have got for him. Or maybe that's part of the problem. There's too much pressure on him. As we see, again, Niko and Puszti roughly neck and neck, and then Epos slightly further ahead. Although everyone roughly separated by around about 0.1 at the moment, 0.15, coming into this very tight drift where you drop the gear, regain the gear, and then back over this very awkward plastic. And we see Niko gets a much tighter line than Pusztitopako here, and pushes the dirt more, but gets a little bit of airtime, and it's all to play for still. Very close. Goes wide over the black platform into the grass section. Pusztito goes too tight, not enough speed, but Niko over the top of the sausage loses his grip. This could be the end of Niko. It is.
Well, it's the end of both of them.
Unless Pusztitopako can win. How many in a row?
Points repetition for 2 players is 4 and 8, so he's gonna have to win
10 rounds in a row?
So many.
11 rounds in a row?
So Epos dropping just 24 points.
Oh,
It's over. It's
Yeah,
over.
That's a GG.
GG.
Well, it's lucky for Pusztitopako there. He picks up a second place with an overall unconvincing performance. Doesn't pick up any additional match record points, but I mean, this is going to serve him well in terms of where he currently sits in the table. Currently sitting in 7th.
I feel like this is going to be the biggest margin of victory across the whole season. Like, to give you an idea, Boz's match finished with him on 3 points.
Yeah.
Epos is on 76. What?
Yeah, it's pretty mad.
Lost a total of 24 points and gained 12 points in the league.
Yeah.
I reckon Epos probably has one of the best chances of winning Beacon. But yeah, we'll see what happens next week and in the next game.
Boz has only picked up 3 match record points.
Wait, Puszti won that.
Hey?
Oh,
Epos missed the finish. We go again.
I typed in GG. I thought that was it.
He missed the save thing.
Oh, he was going safe fin to BM.
Oh. Fair enough. We go
It's
into
awkward now because we were just wrapping up. Why have you done this, Epos?
And G-Geeks have joined early again.
Has joined for the final round. Or maybe not the final round. We'll see what happens.
Pusztitopako goes way too wide on that drift. And then awkward over the plastic as well. Finds himself about 0.4 down here. And this one could be it.
It looks like that's it. Unless Epos decides to go for safe fin again here.
Where is the safe fin?
I genuinely have no idea.
Yeah.
But that is it.
I didn't know there was
That
a
is
safe
it.
fin. But let's give a second GG here. Because I got it wrong the first time. Yeah.
So, yeah, another very convincing victory for Epos there, ending up with 64 points left over. And that has... Whoa! That's translated onto the leaderboard now. We find Epos has now leapfrogged Boz purely based on average finish position. Yeah. So they have the exact same amount of average finish positions in the matches. They have the exact same amount of league points. The only thing separating them is the average round finish position, where Epos on average finishes 1.35th, and Bosbez finishes 1.7th. It's so close at the top. That extra match point that he picked up has made all the difference between him and Boz. So yeah, we then have Ender sat in 3rd, and the additional points from Pushti's match there coming in 2nd have bumped him up to 4th place overall. As I say that, Elkon's game has just finished. Elkon is now 3rd. We have Epos, Bosbez, Elkon, and then Ender. Pusztitopako still sat in 6th. Sam no longer in last because Energize has pulled out of the competition. And who else did we have? Niko. Niko is still in 10th. I believe he was in 10th before ish, so he ends up in roughly the same position. So yeah, it's getting tight at the top.